వస్తున్నాడు అబ్బాయి వస్తున్నాడు.
Welcome back to Stump Talks, episode 2. ఇవాళకైతే ఇదే. Anything you want to say, Kritikama, before we start?
So, I guess before we officially start with the episode, we would like to congratulate the Mumbai team for WPL. They had an amazing play all throughout, and finally they won. So congratulations to them.
Yes.
Um,
It
so
was
today's
great
episode,
seeing Tilak Varma and everyone at that match
yes,
before supporting their fellow Mumbai Indians. So,
yeah,
good job, girl.
Strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup after
You really deserve it. So,
exactly. Also, this is low-key a petition to start a WPL Hyderabad team,
Hyderabad team.
please.
Yes.
Actually, because we have so many talented players in Hyderabad. I know personal ones for sure. So hopefully we get that in because I know a lot of people are looking forward to that.
Oh yeah,
So
100%.
hopefully we get a debut team in.
100%.
Possibly next year. Maybe that's too much to ask for, but it would be amazing.
ఒక coach, ఒక 11 players or 15 just to have extra players. చాలు. And I know Hyderabad has that talent with girls.
Definitely.
So
So many great players come out of Hyderabad as well. So
unless there are a bunch of Anakapalli 14th players,
No, Anakapalli team లో 14th player.
like Tokis and Walu, I think we have a solid team in Hyderabad. We just need to scout them and that.
yeah.
But I agree. I do agree. I think we do need a Sunrisers Hyderabad laga or IPL ki Sunrisers Hyderabad WPL.
Mm-hmm.
It
Would be amazing.
really help. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've had a lot of people in group chats and everything say that we need a WPL for Hyderabad. So I think that would be really, really good. Yeah. Good. But congrats, MI. RCB ఓడిపోయింది ఈసారి. But it's okay, no problem. It's okay.
Next year when they hopefully come out with an SRH team for WPL. Yeah. It'll be great.
ఇక్కడ ఒక SRH versus RCB, ఇక్కడ ఒక SRH versus RCB.
Yeah, that would be great. Okay, so coming to the content for the episode that we were trying to focus on today is that we're going to do SWOT analysis for each team, focusing on fixtures, but in this episode we will focus on the first two fixtures, which covers 4 teams, by the way. So the first one happening on March 22nd is gonna be with KKR versus RCB. All these matches are very interesting. Second fixture is gonna be SRH versus RR. So చూడాల్సిందే. ఎలాగవుతుందని. Yes. But before that, we will be doing a SWOT analysis of this again, our own opinions. మీకేమైనా కావాలంటే comments లో పెట్టండి. We can argue this out in the comments.
Yeah. All of this is just pure opinion, what we think from what we know of the games, of the teams, what we have read up on. So ఇది just మా opinion మాత్రమే. If you guys have any add-ons or anything, just put them in the comments below.
Yes. Okay. So let's get started. I will be covering KKR, otherwise known as Kolkata Knight Riders. So, looking at their player list, we have Venkatesh Iyer, Quinton de Kock, Ribaz, Norche, Raghuvanshi, or all these players, okay? Retained ones though, I will say, as Larry mentioned in the last episode, మన దున్నపోతలు గురు అన్నారు కాబట్టి
Used in good connotation only.
yes, please.
అది బూత్ అనుకోకండి. It's used in good terms.
It's a very high compliment because that just means they're very strong players when it comes to effort, strength, and in general how they plan their play and whatever. So highest insult, please don't put it in the comments. Sunil Narine and Andre Russell. We have those two as retained players for KKR, and then others are Rinku Singh, Ramnadeep Singh, and also our two replacements that were in the Champions Trophy, Harshit Rana and Varun Chakravarti. They had some really good plays, like when it came to like the teamwork or
Hmm.
just like overall performance as like in the team.
I agree.
So
Um,
excited.
మొన్న actually జరిగిన సిటీలో కూడా
Yeah.
I personally think it was Varun Chakravarti and KL Rahul that summed it all up and tried to like give us that win. Varun Chakravarti for sure, especially because my dad and I were talking 2021 Champions Trophy lo something had happened and they all had blamed Varun Chakravarti for it. Ade Malli match ki they're praising him. So that is like just a full 180 for this guy. And I think he deserves it. So it's really, really good that Varun Chakravarti is on this team because he has potential. High potential. It's not even just
Eyes
potential.
potential.
Yeah.
And honestly, like even if that happened, even if like anyone like said anything bad about him, with that one point in the game, like he proved everyone
Oh,
wrong.
huh.
Malik తెచ్చుకొని అట్లా he did so well. So
So
like
well, so well. Yeah, 100%.
yes, I have high hopes for him in this team.
Yes.
కూడా ఉండొచ్చులే కానీ but you know him specifically,
Him specifically in KKR team. Mm.
yes. Okay, and now looking at KKR bids wise, like through what happened in the IPL auction, the lowest bid was 30 lakhs,
Mm.
and the highest being with the Venkatesh Iyer, it was 23.7 crores. It's
Okay.
crazy, man.
Mm.
And KKR's captain is Ajinkya Rahane.
Yes.
Yes. So we
Last
got
year it was Shreyas Iyer, but this year there's a change of captain.
Ajinkya Rahane.
Mhm.
Also, another thing, there was a recent update that came out saying that Umran Malik was replaced by Chetan Sakaria. So we'll have to see how that goes because Umran Malik was also like a previous SRH player.
Up
తీసుకుంటే
until
నేను
last year. Yeah.
yeah, last year. So we got to see how that replacement works out.
Yeah, definitely.
Now coming to the actual SWOT analysis, strength-wise, KKR has a lot of batting strength, especially with Venkatesh Iyer. Venkatesh Iyer is no words to be said, man.
To
This
be
is
very honest, he's the one who won them the cup last time. He was
exactly.
on the batting. He was on batting.
Yeah.
They won last year, so yeah. వాడి
Has
గురించి
fun.
చెప్పక్కర్లేదు.
Quinton de Kock, Roman Powell, Pandey, Gurbaz, you know, they already have like the power hitters, like as we said with the retained players,
Mm-hmm.
but they have more power now, especially with the newest additions. Um, so yeah, and a lot of people, at least based on the talk, they're really excited to see Ajankya Rahane that. So
100%.
yeah, that's it. Weaknesses wise, even though like their spin attack seems pretty good, their pace bowling lineup seems fairly weak-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the department they have Rana, now Sakaria, and Johnson and Norche, and obviously like Rana and Aurora have proved from time to time like that they're amazing bowlers. Um, but yeah, in the beginning they did say like Umran Malik was going to bring it down a bit, but then again he did get replaced.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have to see about the newest player.
Yes, agreed.
So yeah, and obviously Andre Russell, like man, his bowling
వాడి
power and
గురించి మాట్లాడకపోవడమే మంచిది.
I did like we gotta see
Yeah.
definitely. కానీ వీక్నెసెస్ అయితే బౌలింగ్ లైనప్ గురించి మాట్లాడతారు అందరూ అండ్ yeah, it's just compared to the other teams.
Yeah, which is reasonable considering They don't have Stark anymore.
Yeah,
Stark was KKR if I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and Stark was a very good bowler, almost a dangerous bowler. Um, and yeah, so Mitchell Stark was KKR last year, and they're missing him. I'm pretty sure this year he was not retained, nor
Yeah,
was Susan. Um, so bowling lineup where being a weakness makes sense to me at least, from what we have seen, read, and everything researched on, because Stark was, in my opinion, the most dangerous bowler there was.
yeah. He
So
was definitely one of like one of their key players
hmm
last year.
agreed.
So we'll
Agreed.
have to see
Yeah.
how this lineup works because like I mean whenever they do say like relatively weak, it just they're just comparing from like the last year.
Yeah.
So you
hmm
never know like what kind of strengths they do bring to the team. So we'll have
Yeah.
to see how that goes.
100%.
Opportunities, which is next. First of all, they've had like a number of power players that haven't done as well, but then again, they have an excellent opportunity this season, especially because Ajinkya Rahane is captain. So there is a lot of talk on how high the hopes are for him as
hmm
captain this season, and a lot of people are looking forward to his captaincy.
hmm
So yes, there's that because like teamwork could be a huge thing that they could either be already like working on or that they would already like be good at, especially with the team that we have right now and the newest additions that came in.
hmm
And last but not least of the SWOT analysis is threats. So as I mentioned, they face challenges with the pace bowling makeup and the top order.
hmm
Now, according to the IPL website, the top order is likely to feature Quinton de Kock and Gurbaz with Narine as a potential opener.
hmm
But obviously, like Narine opened in the previous season as well, delivering some explosive performances,
hmm
as we mentioned. So, they have to pick like one more like overseas player potentially. They have yet to pick him, but once the order comes out, yeah, we'll just have to assess from that.
Yeah.
For now, it is currently considered a threat because they have not decided that yet. And like we said before, the bowling lineup seems relatively weak.
A little tough just this year,
Yeah.
mainly because they didn't retain or purchase a like auction for their star players,
Hmm.
which again, at that point, that's management's decision. But I think not having Stark personally is gonna put them just a little bit down. But then again, all other players are great. So
That's true.
from what I've seen Mitchell Stark playing, it would have been nice. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, that was a really good SWOT analysis. But I also think that Ayer and Harshit Rana actually, you know what? Harshit Rana might make up a little bit for the bowling
They might, because Champions Trophy and even like the
test
one with yeah, test was he has potential, that's for sure.
of him and Varun Chakravarti.
Yeah. We mentioned in the last episode, there must be a reason as to why like they chose like of all players, like they chose Varun Chakravarti and Harshit Rana to replace Jasprit Bumrah. Come
Mm,
on, boom boom.
boom boom.
And yeah, Jasprit Jaiswal. So yeah, they could be like potentially like key players for the team and even for the teamwork. So
For
it,
sure.
yeah, first fixture.
Let's hope that what I said about Mitchell Stark not being there is definitely
Mm.
covered by both of them, for sure. So,
Okay, next.
okay, it's my turn. So the first fixture is between KKR and RCB. So I will be covering RCB SWOT analysis. Again, these are all just opinions and our takes from what we've read. and what we've researched on. So first, when I write the start them with the players, not many players have been retained. Some players have also not been bought, um, which includes Will Jacks, Faf, our captain, Glenn Maxwell. Is that it? Okay, one of them going to Glenn Maxwell, as everybody might know, and DSP has not been um, retained, which is okay. But Manamud retained players are Virat Kohli, the GOAT, um, Rajat Patidar, and Yash Dayal, who is a very, very good bowler. So very excited to see that. But అవన్నీ పక్కన పెట్టేస్తే those are our three main and key players that have been retained. So that is good to hear. But అలానే మనకి కొత్త players కూడా వచ్చారు. We have Phil Salt now, Josh Hazelwood, Liam Livingstone, and Devdutt Padikkal, Krunal Pandya. A lot of new people and a lot of new experiences from all other teams, which makes it very, very explosive. But we also have Bhuvi. We అంటున్నాను ఇది నాకు మైండ్లో Bhuvi is part of SRH. RCB now has Bhuvaneshwar Kumar as their bowler.
The way you use this formal legal
Uh,
for RCB.
ఏమిటిది?
The way you use this full legal name for RCB.
Yeah, he's not Bhuvi in RCB. He's Bhuvi in SRH. He's
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar.
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar in RCB. Thank you. Anyway, um, so Adi, and now coming to the highest and lowest bids. Our lowest was 30 lakhs, and our highest was 21 crores. I think we can guess who that was. But yeah, 30 lakhs అయితే ముగ్గురుకో నలుగురుకో వెళ్ళింది, who were all bought at the same price, so it's not wise to say their names. But 21 crores mana number 18, the OG, the GOAT, Virat Kohli ki వెళ్ళింది.
Always.
So, highest up there, of course, in game. Doubt could also. So, now coming into the SWOT. Strengths, definitely the batting order. The batting unit in తిరిగి చూసుకోకర్లేదు for the first time, I think, or at least as far as I know, last year అంత కాదు కానీ ఈ year అయితే it's much stronger than last year. We have Virat Kohli, Phil Salt, if you know, you know. I'm pretty sure he played for KKR last year.
I think so.
Yeah, and KKR won. So let's just put that out there. Devdutt Padikkal, who was also very good. I think he played in LSG last year. Um, was really good. Liam Livingstone, Tim David, who played for Mumbai Indians, um, and all of the other people. Rajat Patidar, who we will get to in a moment, is also on their batting unit. And నిజంగా చెప్పుకోవాలంటే their middle order is what I'm most excited for because I think that is where the most energy comes in. Um, and అక్కడైతే smashing performance ఉంటుంది. Definitely their batting, top, middle, and finishing is going to actually stick and hold. Because usually మనం చూసుకుంటే like middle అవ్వగానే ఇంకా finishing order పడిపోతుంది. Because they'll be like, okay, middle చేయలేదు, what do you think finishers do?
Uh,
And they're, but to be very honest, finishers are the most important people because start చేసిన చేశారు, middle చేశారు. The finishers really need to stick to their ground and finish off with a bang. So I really think it's important. And luckily we have Tim David who played for MI very neatly in MI as finisher. And I think Jitesh Sharma as well as finisher for RCB. So definitely batting lineup అయితే crazy ఉంది. Crazy. Strengths could ఇంకా strengths లో మాట్లాడుకుంటే as far as bowling during this in the strengths, it's definitely new. It's a new fresh season,
mhm.
a new fresh bowling lineup. Um because obviously
Especially
donate
because like, we
మనం
did not get
డొనేట్
anything for
చేసాం
this.
కాబట్టి భువి ఫాస్ట్ బౌలింగ్ చితక్ కొట్టేస్తాడు మనకు తెలుసు. SRHలో ఉండి 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 we know. have
10 years అట్లా ఉంటే ఇక అర్థమవుతుంది ఇంకే.
exactly. So, um, definitely Boovie, and Hazelwood. I don't want to be wrong, but I don't remember what I'm not gonna say if I don't remember, but he was also I remember his play. I just don't remember what team, what jersey he was wearing. But I think he's also a really good bowler, a fast-paced bowler, which actually could help in their game. Alane Yash Dayal ఉన్నాడు, Krunal Pandya, Tushara. So basic మనకు కావాల్సింది for RCB is to have someone to fall back on. Um, ఒకరు పోయినా ఇంకొకరు బ్యాకప్ ఉండాలి కాబట్టి I think their batting or their bowling lineup they have that. They have that backup. ఒకడు పోయినా ఇంకోడు ఉంటాడు. Very strong backups. So I think their strengths are definitely their batting and definitely their bowling. ఇప్పుడు మన weaknesses వస్తే second letter W, weaknesses. I definitely think it's the ground. Pitch ఎలా ఉంటుందో తెలీదు, especially for overseas players. I think that could really pose a very big weakness because sometimes weatherని బట్టి కూడా pitch ఎలా ఉంటుందో మనకు తెలియదు. Last year అయితే it was very, very unpredictable. For CSK, I'm pretty sure it was for CSK. Um, and even MI or some team was very unpredictable about their pitch. Spinning, like their bowling was very off, which could affect, um, since they're overseas players and they're not 100% sure with the pitch and like the plays. But bowling కొంచెం off ఉండొచ్చు, spin bowling key and all of that. So definitely, the overseas players such as Salt, Livingstone, and David, um, will face some challenges since they are playing outside of their home grounds. Um, and ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే, for bowling, they have two other players that are very likely to go on. They have alternatives, but the fear of injury is very high. Rajat Patidar and Virat Kohli. Although their injury likelihood is very low, you can't rule that out. So while those are the two alternatives, but if they're also gone in injury, there's no one there. So that could be a very big weakness as far as bowling. Yeah, bowling lineup is strong, but they also need to understand that this is a new pitch for three of the 11 players. And then two of them who are spin bowlers might have a difficult time with the pitch. That is just one of the weaknesses and mainly the biggest weakness. Now, as far as opportunities, RCB has gone up on the list of revamping the team, mainly because they've changed their players. Uh, Captain is new, which we will get to. Um, Bowlers are new, batters are new. So ఇదంతా చూసుకుంటే, with all of this, they have so many opportunities to finish off in a nice way. నేను మరీ హోప్స్ పెట్టేసి ట్రోఫీ దాకా వెళ్తారని నేను అనను కానీ at least to the point where they're satisfied and they have enough wins to feel happy within themselves. Because last year if I saw LLLLW. LLLLW. Like it actually really was sad for me. Because on a personal level I kind of like RCB, but only because of Virat Kohli. Um but like అనిపిస్తది ఇన్ని L's చూసి. I'm very happy that they got into the final or the playoffs, the finals. Um, not the playoffs, but I think with this batting, నేను hopes పెట్టను కానీ కొంచెం కొంచెం పైకి వెళ్తే it would be very nice to see as an RCB fan.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, as far as opportunities with their batting, bowling, etc., with their batting, bowling, they're definitely they're definitely gonna do well. And lastly, T for threats. Um, ఏం లేదు basically మెయిన్గా ఏదైతే ఉండేదో which was not having a captain up until like 3 or 4 weeks a month ago was their biggest threat. It is still kind of a threat because now their new captain, who is Rajat Patidar, especially after Faf left, um, Faf is no longer with RCB, so he is obviously no longer captain. Virat Kohli did not take up captaincy for, I guess, good reasons and his mental health. Good for you. But now our new captain is Rajat Patidar, who is on the team, who has been on the team, who is a retained player, but I am unsure how he is going to lead the team. Being a new leader, having Virat Kohli out on your back, um, as your guidance, sure, but I don't know how he will react in tough situations, especially being a new captain, if that makes sense. Um, but I think that just might be the only challenge slash threat that they have. But yeah, I think that's a good SWOT analysis of RCB, what we've known so far with the information we have so far. All of this, guys, is by the way, courtesy of IPL.com. Don't worry, this is మా బుర్రలకి అంత పదును పెట్టలేదు అంత ఆలోచించాలని కూడా అనిపించలేదు. So but we will put a link. Obviously, we will give credit where it's due. So this is coming from IPL.com plus our personal opinions. But yeah, అదైతే RCBకి. What do you think?
I mean, like, yeah, coming to RCB, I definitely agree with like the orders that you were talking about, and also batting power, bowling power. And then what I feel like last year they were focusing more on like their bowling
Mm-hmm.
lineup kind of, because like they had a very strong bowling lineup, especially with
Right.
the previous players that they had. Unfortunately, they did like let go of a lot of them, but yeah, so they have like a lot of new bowlers this time. Like you said, Manabubi Onagawati, of course,
Mm-hmm.
like I believe in his potential to at least like, you know, increase the team stance.
Agreed.
Honestly, సరే నేను ఆర్సీబీ ఫ్యాన్ అయితే కాను.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, I am a Kohli fan as well, but like I hope to at least like see them in the playoffs
I
just like
hope.
last year.
Yeah.
And I low-key want to see them in the final.
నేను అదే
I just want to do that like SRH versus
oh
RCB face.
100%. That's
I
literally
really want to see how it goes.
నా ఫీలింగ్ అదే. మన ప్లేయర్స్ అందరు బాగున్నారు. Times well and విరాట్ కోహ్లీ లక్ పుచ్చిపోతే అదే జరుగుద్ది. అదే
Okay.
for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
so hopefully we see them.
Yeah. Definitely, guys.
All right, so now we're gonna focus on the second fixture that is happening on March 23rd. Okay, SRH versus RR. And I will be talking about when SRH.
Orange
Hyderabad.
army.
So obviously like they retained a lot of like key players, especially our opening like partnership.
Yes.
Abhishek Sharma, you know, and then Klassen, Cummins. Dude, if they ever take Cummins away, I swear to God, like,
నేను డెలివరీ కొడతాను
I
కాదు
said,
అని I swear to God, I'll actually go later. I don't care.
Hyderabad, bro, can't do that. But anyways, okay, they never taking, just never take the captain away. Okay, period, done. Okay, so we got Cummins, Sharma, Klassen, Head, and Nitish Kumar Reddy.
చీ పాడు.
NKR అసలు. Oh gosh. And
పెట్టుకో దిష్టి పెట్టుకో. No kidding. Um, let me just add before we get in, it's very happy to hear, very happy news that he is officially back in camp.
Yes,
cleared to play for the IPL. So,
after his
Allah,
injury.
thank you, God. Uh, because he had pulled a muscle or
Yeah,
muscle injury
side
on
like
his
muscle
side.
injury.
So they just cleared him as of March 16th, which is today. Technically, we're shooting this March 16th,
Yeah,
which is today. So really great to hear.
yes, very happy to hear that. So one of our retained players is coming back.
వచ్చాడు మన కాటేరమ్మ కొడుకు.
Hey, మొత్తానికి.
Please insert the కాటేరమ్మ reel. Thank you. Future Lahari. Okay, good. Okay.
And then with our new additions, like we do have some newbies coming to the team, but then again, like there must be a reason as to why they were chosen as well.
Mhm.
So obviously, like we have to like watch their performance, like look at their practice matches, like see how it's going on. But we got the goats, bro. Shami, our bowling god.
Ah, yes.
Chesthara, and honestly, like, dude, the amount of wickets he's going to take out, I'm so excited to see them just like fly. And then we got Harshal Patel, Rahul Chahar, and Abhinav Manohar, Atharva Simranjeet Singh, Jaydev Unadkat. One of key
J.
players, man, key players. And then we
Great.
got Aniket Verma, Ishan Malinga,
Mm,
and Kamal Mendes, okay, both from Sri Lanka. So I'm excited to see their power for sure. Because like, the Sri Lankan team,
yeah.
um, Adam Zampa, and also another like key update, again, like recent slash like came out a week ago-ish. Bryden Cars had an
Mm,
injury, so he is getting replaced by Wian Mulder, a
yes.
South African player.
Mhm.
So we'll have to see how that goes as well. So partnership wise, that's a key thing. And now when it comes to bids, the lowest bid I believe was again 30 lakhs. And the highest one happened to be 23 lakhs. Again, Henrik Klassen, as you should.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Parent unde.
Mm?
Kukatpalli Klassen,
Yes, Kukatpalli Klassen.
of course. But yes, well deserved. And batting lineup అయితే bro, it's gonna be so good. Like
మనోళ్ళు.
especially exactly. And recently like their like lineup, their order came out as well.
Yes.
So I mean based on that, I feel like majority of it is pretty good. Anyways, their top order seems really good. Of course, like opening as usual, and then other orders seems pretty like decent. But yes, we will have to see like how it goes, like the playing order and all. Now coming to the SWOT analysis. Strength wise, as I mentioned right before, the batting lineup is key, bro. Like it's peak. So top order, they have Abhishek Sharma ahead, as per usual, like even last year. Ishan Kishan, solid foundations. Middle order as well, like NKR and Klassen, and an additional benefit would definitely be with Pat Cummins, dude. Like,
I
he's
just wanted to add, not to
yeah.
cut you off, but Strengthsలో ఒక proof అంటే they had just played a practice match for
Yeah.
for training because చాలా మంది కొత్తోళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. Um, కొత్తోళ్ళు కన్నా it's just like obviously warm up. We literally go on in a week next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Ishan Kishan, 38 balls, 73 runs. If I'm not wrong. I remember the 73 number very clearly. 38 balls or kada నాకు తెలియదు కానీ the balls was in the 30s. 73 for 38. If that does not prove to
Like,
you that Ishan, we have the Master Blaster,
mm-hmm.
I don't know what you want to hear from us. thank you, MI, I guess, for letting go, but and thank you,
Yeah,
Kavya, for choosing Ishan Kishan, but we have ourselves a master blaster batter.
no, for real. And honestly, like coming to Kavya Maran, like okay, fine, letting go decisions, somewhere
अंदर की आई
questionable,
थी
like it's fine.
अंदर की आई
Like
थी
her IPL auction, like bidding decisions, they were, oh my gosh, hats off. They were really good, and so that's why we have like, I mean, batting lineup. We already had a great batting lineup, especially with the retained players. But now it's gonna be so good, especially with the
Oh
newest
yeah.
additions that we have. So yeah, that's for strengths. Pat Cummins would be a major one, definitely, because like
Mhm.
the captaincy and like the game plans that he uses and like how he leads the team is definitely like a crucial part of like how SRH plays.
Yes.
Now coming to the weaknesses of the SWOT analysis. Um, they don't really, okay, according to the IPL website, they don't really have like a star bowler. But then again, like Shami is there, bro. So I feel like he would be a key one. But like honestly, when it comes to backups for Shami, I will say we might have an issue just because like Shami is one of the best bowlers that we have on the team currently. And it would be nice to have like more like really good like pace bowlers, but at the moment, not really. Especially because like half the team is either like they're newbies or
Hmm.
the fact that majority of them are foreign players. So of course, like it might be different when it comes to their like ODI like team or something like that compared to the IPL. So teamwork is definitely something that we will have to see this year how it goes. So coming to opportunities of the SWOT analysis, spin bowling
Hmm.
in a way is definitely one of the bigger opportunities because we have spinners like Chahar, Zampa, who have definitely like, yeah, as we're nodding, bro, like gosh, their plays have been,
Emphasize
yeah,
on
emphasize on that.
yeah.
So some really good quality spin bowlers. Um, and also Harshal Patel would also be a key player. So they're more like favorable on the spin side and it would make like their entire performance like much more stronger than before. And yeah, we're looking forward to that part. Now coming to threats of the SWOT analysis. Of course, like a lot of people have been talking about like Shami's performance, how it's going to be amazing and everything. But the thing is, like, he did suffer an injury. So he is coming back to competitive cricket, like after almost like a year. I
Hmm.
feel like a year isn't as bad, it's not too long. But then again, like, it is a
Also
whole
too
year without.
short
Yeah,
for an injury that he had.
yeah, that's true.
There's
That could
not
also
too
be another
long,
side.
but yeah, but being in competitive cricket, like you had just said, it's also too short.
Yeah.
But
So,
fingers
I
crossed. I
mean,
mean,
we'll have to see.
yeah.
Yeah. As long as like he gets like checked off and it's all good. And of course, like as long as the injury does not rupture again, like
Mhm.
during the matches, I think we should be good. And yeah, but I feel like I said before, like an injury seems to be I mean, like 1 year seems to be like a bit too short.
Yeah,
So we might be able to, yeah, like watch a lot of his like really good plays and everything.
agreed.
But yeah, that's it for SRH. Now moving on to our,
Before we do start, like I did want to say, as far as the bowling, we have Malinga and Shami, but we also have Chahar. Um, if at all NKR had improved from last year,
mm,
um, we have NKR, we have Cummins, who's a really good bowler, but heavy on the NKR because last year he was iffy. He was
yeah,
a
more
better
batting.
batter than he was a bowler. which makes sense. This man is he's an all-rounder, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he is an all-rounder, so
All-rounder. So
I mean
correction.
there's like yeah, there's bound to be emphasis on like one
Yeah,
part.
if there was any improvement that he had done that we'll do in the next week, because
Hopefully.
he is also out on injury, ఈ week లోనే చేసేయాలి. He needs to improve on his bowling, which again is not bad. It's not the worst.
But it's just not like up
Up
there
to
compared to like other players on the team. So,
exactly. So, but yeah, I think I agree with everything that you had said for SRH. But he said మనం తగ్గేదిలే. ఈసారి మనం వెళ్ళేదే కొట్టడానికి ట్రోఫీ.
okay.
మనకి రెండో స్టార్ వస్తుంది. By the way, we ordered jerseys everybody. So కంగారు పడకండి. ఎప్పుడు ఈ బ్లూ రెగ్యులర్ షర్ట్సే కాదు. మేము courtesy of Kritika, we ordered customized
SRH shirts like from the site.
from
So
the website, the official website. So మాకు స్టార్ ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ. మాకు 1 స్టార్ అని ఉంటుంది. But anyway, sorry. Back to Rajasthan Royals is going against SRH on the 23rd, which is next Sunday. Uh, okay. So basic మనకి ఫస్ట్ తెలియాల్సినవి ఏంటంటే um we retained three main key players. Main and key రెండు ఒకటి కదా. Okay, anyway. Three key players, Jaiswal, Samson, and Dunapot number 2, Hetmeyer. Again, this is all in good terms. Idanta manchike. But also I think it's a really good and strong core trio for the team. So definitely Ventane, since we're getting into it, as far as strengths, that trio is the strength of RR. However, Butler is not in this team anymore. The absence of Butler and Chahal, Yuzi Chahal, could be tough on them because they're really great bowlers. But they will get to that in weaknesses. But as far as strengths, Vilmogru Chitakotasaru, especially Hetmeyer, because I'm dead scared of this guy and his play. Jaiswal is a great opening batsman. I think he will ichipad everywhere he can. Samson, I think Samson and Shubman Gill are really good young captains for their leadership skills. I just have to put that out there. మనం జీటీ గురించి ఇవాళ మాట్లాడుకోవట్లేదు, but I just have to say, Shubman Gill and Sanju Samson have to be the best young captains there is. There are,
there are
whatever. There are. Mainly because Samson's leadership skills is what keeps them cool-headed and which will get them through the matches easily. Because Okoroja, I didn't think that they felt over the top. They all just remained cool-headed. Prati match ko ఒకేలా వెళ్ళారు. ప్రతి match కి ఏ result వచ్చినా ఒకేలా ఆడారు. You know, it was just very cool to see while he was leading the team. So I think that's really good. Definitely the hitting, the batting lineup is really strong, really good. Um, Bowling కూడా బాగుంటది. They have Archer and they have Sharma, Sandeep Sharma, who are very, very good um, bowlers for RR. Um, and also they have Hasaranga and Tikshana, who I actually messed up with Patirana, but no, Tikshana is an RR. Like I think they have a really good spin. I think it's like very strong, very dangerous, very lethal, as
Mhm.
they would say. ఒక్కసారి spin చేశారంటే wicket పడాల్సిందే. I think I've seen Hasaranga do that, not even in IPL, just in like general cricket. Um, but I think it's just gonna wicket తీస్తూనే ఉంటారు, which is dangerous. But of course, SRH has a really good bowling lineup as well. minus Bhuvi, but it's okay. But I think as far as strengths, they do have a really good batting with strong and hard-hitting Hetmeyer, bowling with Hasranga and Sharma and Archer. That's for sure. But weakness, the W of SWOT, because I think it's just not having backup.
Mm,
Players ఉన్నారు మంచి players ఉన్నారు but they don't have backup. So ఇప్పుడు knock on wood, someone were to get an injury or just not have um you know leave the team in an unfortunate circumstance, there are no player there is no player to back them up basically. So ఎలాగున్నా ఆడాల్సిందే ఇంకా there's no there's no space for replacement or you know అక్కడ లేదు అక్కడ but definitely there's a shortage in both batting and bowling, which definitely could affect them in terms of weakness because obviously batting bowling like Putinka RR is going to be in trouble. It's going to be in really big trouble. Um, and number two weakness is their middle order. I feel like their middle order is a little inexperienced. Again, Vilki, MNIE, or like if they need a replacement, there's no one there. So, in terms of weaknesses, they don't have backups at all for bowling or batting. Opportunities. Mainly opportunities, if we were to talk about it, I think it would be just a platform for the younger players, through Jarrell and Rian Parag. I think they could use this as a really big opportunity to what their show their potential, especially like Jaiswal did. Last year అయితే ఓపెనింగ్ బ్యాట్స్మెన్గా ఉన్నాడు చితక్కొట్టాడు and he's now India team ఆడుతున్నాడు Champions Trophy and all of that good stuff. So same thing goes with Jarrell and Parag. I think they just need to be in that right place, be in that right moment to show their potential and hopefully fingers crossed showcase their skills and make it big basically. Um Threats. Manaki, the biggest thing in cricket is injury. Thakman dabbu tagilte వెళ్ళిపోతారు వాళ్ళు. Which I mean I shouldn't be saying anything ఎందుకంటే నాకు కాలు తగిలితేనే నేను అరుస్తాను. So like if they're getting hurt with cork balls, which must be very painful. Um, but Archer is very, very prone to injury. Um, because people have seen it in the past. We've seen it in the past. Um, so definitely injury is one. Having replacements for that injured, again, this comes up again and again that they don't have much backup. Number two threat is they rely so much on their top order that just in case Okoroju some day that is not theirs, they fail to um, open well or just they fall off middle and finishing కి కష్టమైపోతది. ఒకవేళ opening batsmen ఇద్దరు or like the first top order does not play well, the middle would have to be stuck with what they hit and then the finishing would have to be stuck with what both of them hit. And if it's not much, it's not going to help. And వాళ్ళు if it does come up to that day where they're not playing well, they're gonna lose it. And unfortunately, that is very, very tough. But yeah, I think our biggest takeaways from this is just backups levsar. And unfortunately, it's not gonna help because right now RR do not have that many overseas players. I'm, very taja on the Inavarta because that's literally um a notification I got from ESPN. Can Samson Yeah. And
Yeah,
the dearth of overseas batters.
that's definitely like a key point in like
Yeah.
the team.
So it's gonna be tough, but we'll see how they do. Of course, at this point it is Evru, I don't know if Ashwin's still on RR or not.
Think
Ashwin Ravichandran.
no, I don't think so.
All right.
Yes,
So
Canada.
Ashwin was RR.
No, but like now
Now
he's
he's CSK.
CSK.
So kind of tough. బట్ అగైన్ ఇదంతా స్పోర్ట్స్మెన్షిప్ కాబట్టి అందరూ మంచిగా చేయాలి బట్ ఎస్ఆర్హెచ్ పైకి రావాలి ఓకే ఏమనలేదు నేను దట్స్ ఆల్ బట్ యా ఐ థింక్ దట్స్ వాట్ ఇట్ ఇస్ వాట్ డు యు థింక్
I feel like okay, when it comes to like letting go of players, retaining players, getting new players, all the teams in the IPL have, let's just say, they made interesting decisions in letting go some like players. I understand there's like a quota that they have to fulfill for like Indian players and foreign players, but like I don't know, for some reason, some of them they could have kept. They really could have, like when it comes to IPL decisions, but a lot of them did have a lot of like key like important additions. So it all just comes down to like how the team works, like overall, and how the players work together. So in general, though, I feel like the orders are definitely like the playing orders are definitely like key when it comes to gameplay or game plans. So yeah.
Okay, I think that's good as far as SWOT analysis for the first two fixtures. Next episode, Lo will go over the next two, which is another four teams, um, which are
So the next fixtures are going to occur on again, like there's another one on March 23rd and then another one on March 24th. So it will be CSK versus MI and the other one is DC versus LSG. Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of our SWOT analysis for the first two fixtures. If you want to hear about some other things or like some specific things about the teams or you want like important things mentioned, please do mention it to us. Again, YouTube like comments la petachchu, like the subscribe JC, like you could literally like also DM us on Instagram at stumps
um,
period underscore period talks underscore.
um,
Long name, but we'll put it down.
yeah,
Like
మేము
down.
కామెంట్స్ చూస్తూనే ఉంటాం సో
Please comment.
please do comment.
It's number
Thank
one.
you. That's how we get our motivation and like our engagement for the videos. But speaking of comments, మనం లాస్ట్ ఎపిసోడ్లో ఒక క్వశ్చన్
So yeah, last episode మనకి SRH names like నామకరణం చేయాలని అనుకున్నాం కదా. So
షమ్మికి శంషాబాద్ షమ్మి అని మన కృతికమ్మ ఆర్డర్ చేసేసింది
already
ఇషాన్ కిషన్
done.
కోసం అడిగాను
Ishan Kishan. So last episode లో ఒకటే కామెంట్ వచ్చింది బ్రో లైక్ కమ్ ఆన్ గైస్ ప్లీజ్ లైక్ ఇంటరాక్ట్
we'll
బట్
put it right here but
yes.
shout out to that person Shishir.
So what he mentioned was Kottapet Kishan.
Yes,
This is fine. Okay.
which I like. నాకు నచ్చింది నీకు నచ్చిందా
Yes.
అయితే కొత్త
Kottapet Kishan it is, guys, for Ishan Kishan.
బట్ మేము యాక్చువల్లీ ఒక పోస్ట్ చూసాము ఐ సెంట్ ఇట్ టు కృతిక
Yeah,
పోస్ట్
apparently
చూసాను
people already named the players.
నేమ్స్ దెమ్
I
ఇక్కడ
have a feeling these aren't official. Hopefully they're
యా
not.
ఓ ఇట్స్ నాట్ అఫీషియల్ బట్ ఇక్కడ నేను స్క్రీన్ షాట్ పెడతాను
Kishan, they put Ibrahim Patnam
ఇబ్రహీం పట్నం ఇషాన్ అంట నాకు నచ్చలేదు అది
నాకు Kottapet
because they went with first
Kishan.
names so simple Ambarpet Abhishek
Yeah, no.
no
And first of all, the whole point
Shamshabad
of it
Shami
is to do it with like the last
the
names.
last name
Exactly.
Shamshabad Shami that was given
Yeah.
um, Ibrahim Patnam Ishan
No.
Charminar Chahar no it's Charminar
Comments.
Cummins yeah
Comments they పెట్టాం.
Yeah.
And Kukatpalli,
Zoo Park Zampa anta. What?
అసలు ఏ చోట్ల పెడుతున్నారు? Like, which part of Hyderabad are you picking, bro? Like, I've been to the zoo park too, but not that.
Please. High-tech city head anta. Please, please. Habsiguda head.
Apsikoda head sounds better.
Or Hanamkonda head. An
Yeah,
ode an ode to Kritika.
exactly,
Hanamkonda
bro.
head. Okay. Chintal Basti Cummins. Charminar
Yeah,
Cummins
Kalika
ikkada.
also.
Chintal Basti. What the hell? No, నాకు నచ్చలేదు. And they didn't even finish it. It's Kukatpalli Klassen,
Exactly.
Charminar Cummins, Hanamkonda head,
No, fun fact though, I actually grew up in Apsigoda for a year, so.
or
Ew.
Habsiguda. Yeah, either one. An ode to Kritika. But dude, పిచ్చి పిచ్చి పెడుతున్నారు. But thank you, Shishir, for commenting. కొత్త
Kottapet Kishan. And obviously, like, we do know his nickname from before, Pocket Dynamo.
yeah,
But the
Pocket
point
Dynamo.
is, మన దగ్గర like SRH quality names ఉండాలి కాబట్టి.
Exactly. So thank you for that. That was really good.
Yes, once again, this is the end of this episode, but we will release the third episode soon with the next two fixtures, so please look up for that. So subscribe, comment, like the video on
Follow
Instagram.
us on
Go
Instagram.
ahead. Exactly. Kinda thumb definite ka, like the details. And yes, comment. Well, of course, like, follow our Instagram as well, comment there. And you can always like respond to our stories or just like DM us on Instagram if you want some new ideas implemented or you have any more ideas. Yeah.
100%. అన్ని డిస్క్రిప్షన్ లింక్లో ఉంటాయి యాజ్ కృతిక said. సో కంగారు పలకండి అన్నీ అక్కడే ఉన్నాయి. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ ఇన్ యూర్ రీచ్. అంతా కింద ఉంది. డిస్క్రిప్షన్లో కూడా పెడతాము. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈస్ gonna be in the video itself as well. So please like, share, and subscribe, friends.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.